Hello everyone, we are back with Frank West. We're going to jump back into the game here where we left off. It's a new day for me. I'm still working on recording and uploading. I'm finding it to be a little more challenging than anticipated. My computer is very, very bad. And even if it weren't, my internet speed is very, very bad. And so if I record a 30-minute to 45-minute video, by the time I upload or edit it, you figure that adds another bare minimum the same duration as the video, and more likely an hour to an hour and a half of editing, removing all my squeaky chair noises that I can, that sort of thing. And then uploading it to YouTube will take another. Currently, I'm uploading a 30-minute video, and it is telling me to expect to be here for about an hour and 45 minutes to upload. So, not great. Editing, the video quality is not very good. I'm struggling a bit with understanding the different settings and what they all mean and how to best manipulate them. But odds are good you probably don't care about all that. This is a bit like seeing how the sausage gets made. You probably just want the end product. You don't want to deal with all the things that entails. So, going to jump back in the game. We're going to, I think we're going to refill our batteries and then get to a relatively safe place and check out what we've got going on. We've got the Taurus. I guess we could go check that out. We got that scoop in the last episode, but we didn't actually investigate because it was back where we had just come from, and I didn't feel like backtracking. I was I was getting a little tilted over. I believe Greg was following me, and it wasn't really working out for me. Oh, I really don't. That's the second time where one of them has fallen to the ground and somehow managed to bump me despite being a good distance away. I really don't like that. We're going to jump over to Wonderland. I happen to know where the tourists are. It's actually very close to where we picked up Greg. So we're going to head back over there. Probably going to pick up a new chainsaw while we're there. It will, now that we've defeated Adam, it will spawn every time we refresh the zone, whether that's traveling to a different zone and then back, or entering a cutscene, anything like that, and it will reappear up there for us to take. I think we... Don't do that. I think we'll clear these out a bit, and then we'll go in here and drop the weapon. Oh, this wasn't the bookstore, so I cleared that out for nothing. Where is the bookstore? Don't do that. The bookstore is here. Clear out some zombies. Yeah, you know, the video thing is a bit beyond me. I'm doing my best. Shinji. Oh no, here comes another one. Tourists. They look Japanese. Well, I happen to know you can't speak to these gentlemen unless you have the Japanese translation book. There we go. Grab that. What are you fellas doing? Wait, I different. No one of them. Who are you? I Frank, photograph taker, journalists. You go safe place together. Looks like this man wants us to go with him. What do you think? What do I think? I think we have no choice but to trust him. Think seriously first, friend. What kind of journalist would come here for a story? There's clearly something wrong with this man. Shh, he'll hear you. Don't worry, his Japanese sucks. He won't understand. We can't very well stay here by ourselves, can we? Let's just follow him for now, but remain suspicious of his tricks. This is all your fault. Of all the places to vacation, why were you so keen on this dump? What? You're the one who said it would be a good time. This is a long dialogue. Come, no come. Decide quickly, please. Pardon our rudeness. We shall go. My apologies. I almost missed that one. There we go. Now we don't need the book anymore. So we can just grab our chainsaw. Do you guys hold stuff? Oops. Apparently I learned the flying dodge skill, which is what I just did. Here, you can have this. You can have this. Why don't you fellas stay here? Stay. That was the wrong button. Stay here. I'm going to go get a new chainsaw. Although, now that I think about it, I don't have a weapon to clear out any enemies I encounter. I'm going to stay away from the lingerie lady. They magnet right to you. Yeah, this is not going to be great without a weapon. Oh, I missed a kick. Let's, can we just, nope. I thought we could just walk on top of them all the way down. There we go. That's the zombie ride skill that we gained in the first episode. Nope. You know, normally I would, those cops over there will drop firearms, but with the game, this particular game, the firearms are not great. If you happen to pick up a shotgun, they're really, Frank? I don't understand that. When you get grabbed, sometimes he'll just stop and stand there and huff. And I don't know what triggers that and what doesn't. Okay. Anyway, the shotgun in this game is pretty good to give to an NPC, but everything else, I mean, they're just useless. And even in Frank's hands, should have saw that coming. Even in Frank's hands, they're not super useful, unfortunately, unless you score a headshot. What? Ugh, they're so needy. Well, see, you took care of it yourself, so what's the problem? Oh, it's literally right there. Maybe don't walk through directly through the horde. Maybe weave a little bit. Maybe have better pathing. Are you serious? See, and this is the main problem with this game, is that it focuses a lot around escorting survivors, but the survivors themselves are so dumb and so poorly programmed that it just becomes a source of constant frustration. And then in a situation like this, you'll see I tried to clear out the zombies and I clipped you, and you'll see he took quite a bit of damage. And if you hit them too many times or deal too much damage, they'll defect like that kid from the first episode, or second episode, I don't remember. So let's heal him up. Let's pick that up. You don't need a weapon. And let's go back to the main area and let's head back to the security room. Yeah, you better strap in, because every time that something like that happens with the AI, I'm going to be a little irritable. I'm going to make my thoughts known, because as much as I enjoyed this game when it initially released, it really was, there just weren't as many zombie games then that there are now. And so for a kid, you know, when I was pretty young when this came out, I was relatively young when this came out. This is so irritating. Pretty young when this came out, and there hadn't been that many zombie games, and just being able to play a game like this was absolutely fantastic. Where are you? Why are you back here? Why? Okay. That's great. So, you know, for young me, this was a great game, but now that I play it, see, he just stands there. I don't know why you would do that ever in a zombie situation. I don't understand why you would ever just stand there. See, and the AI, I mean, I'm just, if I'm being honest, I'm completely rethinking playing this series. This is miserable, and we're about, you know, an hour into the game, so this is pretty unfortunate. There just hadn't been that many zombie games at the time, and I remember before it was released, it was actually somewhat of a letdown when it was released, because it had initially been explained as a 4-player co-op game in a mall, and of course me and my friends, oh my god. Okay, thank you, Shinji. You're gonna kill your friend. I don't want you to do that. Anyway, it was originally advertised as a 4-player co-op game where you could explore the mall with 3 friends. And I remember seeing at a GameStop, although I don't believe it was a GameStop back then. I think it was a electronics boutique. They had played video of the mannequins, you know, picking up a mannequin and hitting a zombie with it and having it degrade in your hands and fall into the various body parts. I have no food. And I thought that was so neat, you know, and they show the lawnmower and running over, just hordes of zombies, and they were advertising, there's going to be this many zombies on screen at any given moment, and it's incredible. And then the game came out, and why are you dead? Did you murder your friend? Are you kidding me? Look what you did. Look at this. Good. You did this. Look, don't look at me like that. Look what you did. Well, come on. The reason I put him back there is because I thought it was clear. I see I was wrong. That's such a bummer. I went back so many times to try and drag his sorry ass over here. Just go stand in the corner. When the game released, I was pretty happy about it. I mean, we were disappointed that we couldn't get all of our friends to play, but at the end of the day, Frank, God. At the end of the day, it was a pretty well put together game, or it felt like it at the time. You know, all the little things that you could do in the mall that benefited you, like we saw in the previous episode where I lined up the head on that particular doll. I thought that was so cool. Or going in the weight room and actually running on the treadmills to gain experience. I thought that was a really neat little thing. I certainly hope I was no burden to you. Please allow me to apologize. Well, apologize to your dead friend. How about that? Did we level up? We did. Yeah. New skill. What do we get? You mastered the power push skill. I don't care about that. I can't dodge in here, apparently. You know, it was all the little things. The ability to change your clothing. All the achievements. I remember tracking down. I mean, I must have had 90% of the achievements. I remember the infinite mode. I thought that was such a great idea. And the fact that you could gain rewards from it, like the Mega Buster. I just thought, you know, this is what I would make if I were making a game. And that was so rare. Zombies, my God, has it come to this? Well, you know it has. it's just so rare to find a game that rewards you for things like that with actual tangible items. You know, I thought the Mega Buster was such a cool addition to this. I mean, I'm not a huge Capcom fan or even a Mega Man fan. I find the games to be like really, I'm not a big platformer, you know, action platformer kind of guy. But the fact that somebody went that extra step of giving you an unlockable, I love unlockables in games, and gave you the infinite mode could have used a lot more polish, but it existed and it gave me something to do. I played the infinite mode. I survived for something like 14 in-game days, which was kind of a really long time. I remember going to work and leaving my Xbox on and, you know, pausing it and making sure, because you couldn't turn off your Xbox while you were doing the infinite mode, and just trying to just survive one more day, and realizing that food was running out in the mall. It kind of created a narrative that I really enjoyed. I like role-playing with games, and it's pretty rare to find a game that really fits with role-playing. Like, obviously I play Cataclysm, which encourages role-playing, but a game like this, I mean, if you role-play, you're always going to be Frank West. You're always going to be, you know, following the same story threads. And so having an open-ended thing where your goal is to just survive. What time is it? 3 a.m. We have to be back at the room by 6. I think we'll duck out into the main mall and explore a little bit, just this little bit out here, and then we'll come back, because I don't want to miss, obviously I don't want to miss the case file, or we lose the game. So we want to be there when that, in fact I think you can be there an hour ahead of the actual set time launch. Otis hasn't called me in a while. What's in here? Let's check this out. What do we got in here? Photo magazine. I don't generally pick up the photo books. Sports, no. Hobby, maybe. Does that affect the, no? Hold on to toys, 3. Don't drop it. I think, would it show multiple icons? I feel like it wasn't toys. I feel like no. Which one is this? I feel like it wasn't the toy magazine. I think it was the entertainment magazine that affected the chainsaw. Although, I guess I could have just dropped the other magazine and seen if the dot remained. Yeah, so that doesn't affect the chainsaw. I don't usually pick up that many books, especially not the photo books, because I just don't take that many photos. See, like I just got a buttload of zombies and I got 88 skill points, which is like, I mean, it's nothing. It's almost, I mean, it's negligible. It's not even worth it. Is this, I guess we're going up here. Well, you didn't dodge, Frank. There you go. Ooh, long recovery time at the end of that. Don't like that. Let's check this out. No, we already looked at jewelry. What else we got? Sporting goods, some hangers, some bowling balls. I think there's an achievement for bowling and knocking down like 10 zombies. Oh, it just, okay, well, that's fine. What else we got? What is that? Mitts, hangers, jerseys and stuff. Golf club. Oh, that's the wrong button. What? Why would you not just use this as a melee weapon? More golf clubs. Cash register. I do like throwing cash registers at people. If, back when I was a cashier, if I had known you could, you know, that throwing registers at people was so satisfying, I mean, I would have liked my job a lot more. What do we got? No tennis rackets, apparently. There's really not much here. Is this more shoes? I don't care about shoes. I don't like that you can't change Frank's actual appearance, his face. And I believe in the second game, you can actually change Chuck's hairstyle, which is not a lot, you know, by most games' customization standards, but it's something. That was kind of neat. Did it impale him? No, he just fell over. Yeah, that's not very useful. Oh, nice. Of course, it's plastic, so it's useless, but when you complete the survival mode, the infinite mode on... Okay. If you go a certain number of days in the infinite mode, you unlock an actual beam sword, if I recall. Oh. Alright, well this place is getting a little crowded. I think we're gonna make our way out of here. We might as well. I think we were in here already. Why are you running like that, Frank? Oh. Is that not the one we already... No. So I think this one will bump up. Yeah, see now it has 2, which means it's extra durable. Frank, why are you running like this? I don't understand. You need to rest a moment? You're still very out of breath. I don't get what's happening here. It's very irritating. Okay, he's back to normal. Whatever. No, he's still running weird. What is going on here? Just take a minute. Maybe if we change zones, he'll bounce back. He seems okay now. So yeah, if you're alone and you don't have survivors following you, you can go up and across the other way. Saves you from having to clear out the elevator every single time, which very quickly becomes tedious because they respawn every single time that you leave. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you know, it's a game. What are you gonna do? Eat those peas, Frank. Let's head back to the security room and see what the next case is going to be. There's not much up here. Some buckets, soccer balls. You know, I remember when I first played this game feeling like everywhere I went there was something cool. There was always something new to discover. You know, all the little hidden weapons that are kind of in various spots, like the SMG we had in the previous episodes, and it felt like there was always something to find. And then now that I'm playing it, well, we got a little bit of time. Now that I'm playing it, I feel like it's kind of empty. Like there's just not a lot going on. And I don't know if that's just because I was young when I played it the first time, or if it's, you know, is there actually, was it like, you know, was it just I was young and excited to be playing something like a mainstream zombie game, which again weren't very common back then, or was it that I was just stupid and didn't really understand, you know, like game design, like, because I'm playing it now and I see the glaring issues with the AI. And I see you know, they're pathing issues, and I look at the zombies and I say, okay, well, oftentimes I'm a little far away from them and they're still hitting me, or you know, they pivot weird and all of a sudden they've latched onto me and now I got to do this clicky, you know, analog stick thing, and it's like, did I just not notice them before? Did I not care because it was such a good game to me back then, or is, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. So I think we're just gonna chill until 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock when this triggers. So I'm just gonna hang out in here and I'll edit out the time I spend waiting. So we're just gonna post up. We're gonna stare at Brad.
What's happened?
1, personal space. 2, personal space. 3, stay out of my personal space. 4, this is my personal space. 5, personal space. So I was wrong. It's apparently not an hour before, which is unfortunate.
What's happened?
Maybe a half hour before, and I was remembering wrong. But sure hope it comes soon, because I'm getting bored.
What's happened?
Hey. Are you sore from doing very little, Frank?
That can't be good. What's going on anyway?
Before this whole thing started, someone called the professor and told him to come to this mall.
Jack the line, did you? So was this the caller, this guy here?
His name's Carlito.
They've got something to do with the zombies, don't they?
They're the reason we came here. And if he gets away with Dr. Barnaby, none of our questions will be answered.
Well, I guess we're gonna go save an old man. Off we go. Oh, stop crying. Okay. I don't really remember this fight. Hopefully we are equipped to deal with that. I would like to have a little bit more health items. We might dump one of the books to pick up an additional health item. Although we probably should have done that before we left the security room, because it's guaranteed to have that coffee creamer. Yes, Otis. Frank, looks like the shutter leading to the entrance plaza is open now. Maybe that guy dragging the old man opened it. Anyway, you can get between entrance and paradise now. Hooray. Probably should have a weapon out instead of a gun I'm not going to use. So we're going to head out here and we're going to try and take on Carlito. I don't know how well that's going to go. Oh, there's no food items between here and there. Well, hopefully, I don't remember there being any food in here, but I'm sure it's the mall, right? There's food everywhere. It's just, oh, Jeff and Natalie hugging it out. Look at her hand. Look at her claw hands.
Don't be daydreaming out here.
Okay.
Brad. Someone shooting from the floor above.
Bacha mama.
Didn't I shoot you a bunch of times already?
Hey, it's the professor.
Look out!
Now, why would Carlito do that? Why would he protect us?
If we don't do something, the professor's gonna end up zombie chow. I'm going for it.
You go for it.
You just worry about staying alive. Got it?
So if you just want me to stay alive, why didn't you leave me in the security room instead of telling me to come with you? Man, I am slow. I do remember part of this fight was him running away, and given how slow I am, that's gonna make this a nightmare. Well, or I could just stun lock him repeatedly, I guess. Ah. No. Oh, that's a dick move. Okay. Thank you, Brad. Good lord. No. Ah. See, this is a nice, fair, balanced boss fight we've got here, where you can stun lock him and he can stun lock you, and it's great fun. And his hits do 2 blocks of damage, which is a third of our health. Get him, Brad. I don't have time for this. I don't have the patience for this. Why are you running? Don't look at me, Carlito. I saw you look at me. Can't believe that worked. Stop look. Get him, Brad. He's looking at me. Get him. Use your muscles. No. Oh, I dove into out of cover. Just one hit. There we go. Not gonna lie, a little surprised we got him. I thought I was gonna die. Get him, Brad. Oh, Brad.
Brad!
I'll be fine. Just take care of the professor. Go.
He's a pinata. He's safe. Ish.
He's unconscious, but alive.
Ah, damn.
You all right?
Yeah, but I'm not in any condition to carry him.
Or walk.
Can you get him back to the security room?
You just walked back like that?
Brad! Oh my god! The sedative's taken effect. The professor won't be waking up anytime soon.
Where'd you get a sedative?
I managed to stop the bleeding. But he's running a fever. He needs medicine.
A fever. Medicine, huh?
Is that the end of that conversation? Alright. Let's go get some medicine. Get some heals first. I'm hurt pretty bad. Oh, this is when they disappear. Well, that's just great. Let's go find Brad some medicine. Probably should have saved. Given how low on health I am. But, I guess we can swing by the bathrooms here on our way out. Brad took a bullet fighting Carlito. Carlito also has now been shot, really, I mean, just dozens of times. And he seems just fine, so I imagine Brad's going to be okay with just one bullet wound. But we'll see. Don't attack me, bro. I'm very low on health. I found cabbage in here last time. Squash will do. So based on this game... Nope. Oh, I can't believe he didn't grab me. Based on this game's logic, squash and potato chips are exactly as healthy as each other. So... there you go, kids. Potato chips are good for you. But coffee creamer is better. If you're ever feeling sick, just chug a gallon of coffee creamer. You'll be in tip-top shape. Ready to run a mile, you know. You're going to run a mile in school, go home, chug some coffee creamer. That's how the pros do it. Spotted 2 people holed up in one of the shoe stores in Wonderland Plaza. A guy and a girl, must be a couple, but it looks like something's wrong. Shouldn't assume they're a couple, Otis. You can have platonic friends of the opposite sex. Let's swing in here because there's food. Orange juice. And I could really use a gun because I don't remember what the next fight is. There's the katana. Unfortunately, fortunately, we already have better weapons. Oh, you can't. Really thought you could get back up there. Oh, just dive off the edge. Good call, Frank. Now we're gonna pop in the old restrooms here. Save the game, and I think that's where we're gonna call it. It's been about 40 minutes by my timer, and you figure about 5 minutes of that was spent waiting around, so I'll edit that out, of course. So we're going to call it here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. All right.